there because it's a
Girl,
ball.
that is so scary. Zoom out. So you can
I'm
tell.
pretty sure there is people in there.
Out.
A dangerous and destructive severe weather outbreak is actively unfolding across a wide corridor of the central Midwest. Communities in both Iowa and Illinois remain on high alert as this slow-moving weather system unleashes multiple rounds of flash flooding, damaging hail, and severe storms, some of the worst of the year so far. This isn't a scattered summer storm. It's a massive, organized, and slow-moving complex, unleashing hours of rainfall and back-to-back supercells. At night, with limited visibility, the flooding is even more dangerous. Streets are turning into rivers, and emergency crews are struggling to keep up with rescue calls. In Des Moines, hours of relentless downpours have completely overwhelmed infrastructure. Floodwaters are submerging roadways across Polk and Warren counties, and neighborhoods once dry are now filled with muddy, rising water. Local officials warn that some drainage systems have failed entirely. One woman attempted to drive through rising water, underestimating its power. Her car was swept away within seconds. Police are still working to locate and recover the vehicle. It's a chilling reminder that it takes just 12 inches of water to move most cars and 24 inches to carry off even trucks and SUVs.
I don't think that's the top of our tongue, guys.
In Illinois, the same storm line that soaked Iowa pivoted eastward, dropping torrential rain from Peoria to Champaign. Roadways became impassable, and several homes reported basement flooding. Emergency dispatch centers received hundreds of calls for assistance overnight. The root cause? A deep surge of tropical moisture flowing northward from the Gulf is combining with a stalled cold front, triggering repetitive thunderstorm development. Known as training storms, these cells move over the same area, dumping inch after inch of rain in short periods. Imagine a freight train where every car dumps water as it passes. That's what's happening here. In some locations, rainfall rates peaked at over 2 inches per hour, quickly overwhelming city drains, rural creeks, and already saturated soils. And it's not just flooding. The storms are also producing damaging hail. In areas across Iowa and northern Illinois, residents reported hail the size of quarters and golf balls. Some neighborhoods were pelted for minutes, damaging cars, breaking windows, and tearing up crops.
Yeah, he's probably coming to...
Farmers are watching helplessly as their fields are first shredded by hail, then submerged in standing water. For many, it's the second major crop loss this year due to severe weather, and insurance claims are expected to surge. Residents describe the sound of the hail as deafening. What began as the steady hum of rainfall quickly became a violent percussion of ice, echoing off rooftops and vehicles. Some hailstones were so large they cracked siding and tore holes in patio covers.
Wait for a car to come by about 30 miles an hour.
My car's running. It's a van. What? That right there. Is that your window?
No, what is it?
I know, if I could get a car to come by.
In Chicago, streets turned into waterways by late Thursday. Parts of Lower Wacker Drive, known for flooding, were submerged again. Commuters caught downtown were forced to shelter indoors as rain poured into stairwells, garages, and subway entrances. Several CTA bus routes were delayed or diverted due to standing water, and Metra trains experienced cancellations on multiple lines, leaving thousands of commuters stranded. Power outages were reported on the west and south sides due to downed lines.
Look what's going down the street. Look in front of you, man. Oh. Be quiet.
Residents in Berwyn and Cicero reported more than 4 inches of rain in just 3 hours. The rapid rate of rainfall left little time for the ground to absorb the moisture, sending rivers of runoff into city streets and overflowing retention ponds. In the suburbs, sump pumps worked overtime. In areas like Naperville and Schaumburg, residents reported their basements taking on water despite precautions. One homeowner described the sound of sirens, alerts, and running water, all blending into a single, unnerving experience. Elsewhere, heat advisories remained in effect across the region. The storms came after a day of oppressive humidity and 100-plus heat index readings. That energy fueled storm development and made conditions for outdoor crews dangerously exhausting. The Chicago Office of Emergency Management opened temporary shelters and cooling centers, which are now also being used for displaced residents. Cleanup crews are clearing debris, downed trees, and checking for structural damage across Cook County.
Owen and where it's home. Okay? Okay, Kiki? Let me show you it?
In Iowa, rivers and creeks are still rising. Some gauges showed a 4 to 6 foot increase within a 2-hour period. Authorities in Story County have warned that flash flooding may continue well into Monday morning, particularly near smaller tributaries and farmland. Emergency managers are urging people to avoid travel. Water may recede in some places only to return hours later as runoff travels downstream. This creates a false sense of security, especially during the morning commute.
I can't see that.
That's the creek for sure. Look at that shit. Not this guy being hella messy. Look at him. He's like a bunch of kids in our door.
As of early Friday, more than 70,000 people were without power across Iowa and Illinois combined. Utility crews are working around the clock, but damage assessments and downed trees have slowed progress. Some areas may be without electricity for several days. The National Weather Service warns that even as the heaviest rainfall shifts east, additional scattered storms could redevelop Tuesday and Wednesday. With the ground already soaked, even small storms could trigger new flash flood warnings. Local authorities are asking residents to prepare for possible evacuations, especially near rivers and flood-prone basements. Sandbags are being distributed at city halls and fire stations across several counties in both states.
Take a look at this truck coming through. It is a river here at 18th Street.
Schools and city offices in affected regions may experience delayed openings or closures, depending on damage assessments Monday morning. Parents and workers are advised to monitor local alerts and avoid flooded areas even if the rain stops. The cleanup will take days. Roads are damaged, intersections littered with debris, and homes soaked through. But the focus for now remains clear. Stay safe, heed warnings, and avoid flooded roads at all costs. Turn around. Don't drown. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay safe, and we'll continue bringing updates as this historic weather event develops.